that's one advice that I would give to you. You rather struggle on your own if you can.
Because if you ought to start a business, you need to be driven by something that you love. It needs to be derived from the passion that you have.
So when it comes to your dreams, we have got to give it all.
So we want to join our hands together with those that are willing.
Welcome to Shine Ndebele's book launch and dinner fundraising event.
Yes, guys, welcome to Leonardo Hotel, Birmingham, where Shine Ndebele is going to be launching her book, and this is also a fundraising dinner where they are raising funds for cancer patients. Guys, if you want to be successful in life, if you want to have a successful business, this video is for you, because this video is jam-packed with essential information. We have people from different walks of life. We even have millionaires attending this event, and they're going to be telling us how they became successful here in the UK. I'm sure you are all wondering who Shine Ndebele is. Some of you know her because she has come to the channel before, and she has recruited some healthcare assistants and some nurses from overseas. But for those of you who do not know who Shine Ndebele is, here is a brief history about Shine Ndebele. Shine Ndebele is a multi-award winning pastor. She's a wife, she's a mother, a qualified nurse by profession, and she's a thriving entrepreneur. She is the CEO and founder of Good News Companies, Good News for Life Limited, based in UK, which specializes in international and local recruitment of healthcare professionals. She does consultancy and IELTS coaching. She is also the mind behind Shine Private Limited, UK, hair care, cosmetics and clothing. Amongst other ventures is M&S Private Limited. So this is a driving school. She also has a healthcare institute that trains healthcare assistants, provide concierge nursing and personal care services to its clients within the comfort of their homes. At the heart of service and purpose is her Good News Trust, which is a non-profit organization based in Zimbabwe, and it provides awareness campaigns and chemotherapy medication for clients diagnosed with cancer. So today we are here for Good News Trust fundraising dinner as well as the book launch, because Shine has written a book and is going to be launched today. The name of the book is called How to Build a Successful Business, a step-by-step guide to entrepreneurship. And guys, it's already on sale at Amazon. So if you want a copy, go ahead and purchase one. Or if you want to be a successful business owner, as you can see, Shine has got over 5 businesses. This book will help you to set up your business. So the link is going to be in the description box. For now, let's dive into the dinner fundraising event.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are we all well? Are we all happy? Good, good. So my name is Amanda Ngonongomo. Okay, so I'm only going to say it once because I say it all the time, but that's my name, and I am your MC for tonight. I'm so glad that you are all here. So the 4 aims of today, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, is to fundraise, is to enjoy, is to network. I want you to go out here meeting someone that you don't know. I want you to make sure that we fundraise for a very good cause, and I want the 4th and foremost is to enjoy as much as we can. I would like to welcome on the stage to know more about the good news for Life Trust is Shine Ndebele. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give a brief on the Good News for Life Trust in Zimbabwe. Right. Let's have an understanding on what happened when this organization was formed. So what happened in the process is when we set up our business back in Zim of events management, part of the profits that we would get, we set it aside. And then if where I was working at Impilo, there are people who didn't have money to buy chemotherapy. We just look at their story, then we start to buy them their chemotherapies. Because chemotherapy in that country is very, very expensive. So this is what happened for us to come with all of this. So our main target is what to improve the quality of life for our cancer patients back home in Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you something. When you are in the United Kingdom and you have a relative at home who suddenly is diagnosed with cancer, and you know that you are receiving your money flow from a salary, I promise you, to sustain chemotherapy treatment, you will have to work extra shifts here, 7 to 7 days working, trying to raise money to buy chemotherapy. But when we have such an organization where we can come together and maybe channel a little of our funds towards that, when such a thing befalls us, and we are reaching a point where we can no longer, because our target is to start with those that cannot manage, and then go bigger as God opens the door. Amen. It's quite like a sad thing, but when it's on you, you will start to realize the importance of it. Yeah? I want to just talk to you on something that is in my heart, which I think is more important. So, having worked with NAC, we gained a lot of experience, even on how to manage an NGO as an entity, which is where our target is in the long run. So we managed to approach the Bulawayo City Council, and we have a memorandum of understanding with the Bulawayo City Council to say if there are cancer patients in Bulawayo, and the City Council is assessing them to say they can't manage to pay for their chemotherapy, the City Council can refer some of them to us to help them purchase their chemotherapy or their treatments. And also we've got a memorandum of understanding with the Material North Province and Material South Province to say in any of these places, because our starting, someone might say, why are you concentrating in the southern part of Zimbabwe? I can assure you, tell you, it's not tribal or regional. It's because it's where we are. We wanted to launch from where we are and then go beyond. We already had other people who were approaching us from Harare to say, guys, we can partner up and we grow up. But we wanted to first of all manage a small thing and grow up. So we are believing that as we move on, we are going to, as we partner together, or should I say, as we partner together, we are going to achieve the dream. I want to give you an example of current status in Zimbabwe. All our radiotherapy machines in government hospitals are not working, both Harare and Zimbabwe. The only radiotherapy machine that is working is a private one in Harare. And for radiation of the breast, radiation of the breast, where they are giving radioactive radiation to the affected area, the cost of what is called simulation and the treatment. Simulation alone goes for $3,000 US, and then treatment is $4,500 US, and in total it's almost $8,000 US just for treatment of breast cancer using radiation. That's how bad the situation is in our country. So we want to join our hands together with those that are willing, and then we work together towards this. That's all.
So guys, as you can hear, this fundraising event is for a good cause. Because of poor socio-economic status, a lot of people cannot afford to have chemotherapy because it's very, very expensive. So Good News Trust is working very hard to raise funds to help people suffering from cancer, to help those particularly who cannot afford cancer treatment. So we are going to hear from a chemotherapy nurse, but before we hear from the chemotherapy nurse, people need to flex their muscles. So they are now heading to the dance floor to show us a few moves. Yo guys, those are some smooth moves. I'm sure you enjoyed watching them because I thoroughly enjoyed watching them. Personally, I can't dance, so I just watch. Or better still, I just dance while I'm just seated on the chair. Sure sign that I can't move. So for now guys, let us hear from the chemotherapy nurse.
Hi everybody, good evening. Okay, we're so grateful and happy that you actually decided to be here with us today. So my name is Nozi Zoe Matutunube. I'm a chemotherapy nurse by profession, and I'm a global business coach and mentor. And I'm also a director in A1 Star Medicare, and I'm also a healthcare trainer, and I'm a director in A1 Star Travels and Events as well. So for me, like, as you can see that I'm a chemotherapy nurse, when Shine told me about what they do, it's something that I'm really passionate about, chemotherapy, because I've served, like before I did all the other businesses and everything that I'm doing, my background is a chemotherapy nurse. So being a chemotherapy nurse, it's a space that, I always say I love that side of things. Like, it's a place where you're always reflecting, because you're seeing somebody who's, at the end of life, and you're supporting them, usually, say maybe it's palliative care, obviously things that will explain to you what it means. It's a space that's actually making you reflect about your own life. So all the time I was nursing those people, I actually used to think about myself. What would I do if I'm in this situation? Being told that your cancer is stage 4, your cancer is stage 2, things like that. Or even that these days at times if you're told you've got HIV, I always say that's not a death sentence, right? But if it's cancer, that, oh my goodness, usually cancer is more scarier than these other ailments that are out there. So as you're in the field, your chemotherapy nurse, everything is amazing. The pros and cons, what happens when this diagnosis is given to somebody. So what actually makes me feel so connected with the Good News for Life Foundation is because my mom, when she turned 60, 2018, I was excited. We're all buzzing, telling myself, wow, I'm actually going to throw mom this amazing cruise party, because she'd actually given us this nice lifestyle as we grew up. So that was me passionate about my mom's 60th party. But at times you've got plans. We all have plans, right? Right now you have plans. And then imagine tomorrow or Monday, the GP calls you, you've got this egg stage cancer, what would you do? So that was my situation. Before mom even got to do her cruise, she was diagnosed with cancer. So sadly, it took us, obviously with chemotherapy, we actually had borrowed time with her for a good 8 months because of the chemotherapy that she had. So I actually went home and had the privilege of nursing her. So all these things that they're talking about, I know that at home when you've got cancer, this and this happens and all these things. So that's why when Shine told me about this, I said, you know what, this is actually close to my heart, because I lost my mom to cancer, and I was on the ground when she was receiving the chemotherapy, and then I've seen all the discrepancies and I've seen everything that she actually got. I know all that went good and all that didn't go good. So this is actually close to my heart because of what, you are a chemotherapy nurse and then your mom is got cancer, you go home and nurse her. So for me, it's something that I'm actually it's close to my heart. So guys, think about it. Put yourself in whoever's shoes. Put yourself in my shoes. If your mom, if she's alive now, will be told she's got cancer, and then you're going home, I'm gonna be filling you in on the discrepancies that are happening back home, and then whatever course you do, whatever background you have right now, I would say try and give back. Try and go home and give back with the knowledge, because people out there, they need us. They need our expertise to actually go and say, you know what, don't do this, you know what, do it this way, because we've been educated in the UK. We take what we have for granted here in the UK, so for a minute, be in my shoes or be in anyone's shoes, the stories that we're going to be telling you here. I think most people would know what chemotherapy is, but we just thought give you some background information of what we're asking of you, so that you actually know. Because at times you think everybody knows, but we want to raise that awareness to everyone. So chemotherapy is treatment for cancer, whereby the medication is used to kill cancer cells. So as it kills the good cancer cells, it's actually even killing, the good things that you need in your body. So think about it that way. So that's why you have people having these side effects, because you've actually killed the good things as well inside your body. So I'm actually using layman's terms so that it's understandable for everyone. I'm not going to use the jargon because I don't want to be explaining after. I want to be networking, not explaining myself. So I've actually simplified everything. Also, you can do the chemo to cure the disease, or to actually slow down the process of the cancer cells spreading. Or you can do it just to, palliative, where instead of just letting somebody just, have the cancer affect them. So palliative, we know they're going, but we're just doing it to slow the process of the cancer cells spreading.
So guys, that's the brief information on chemotherapy and the importance of chemotherapy. I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to find out more about chemotherapy. But the whole purpose of this event is to generate funds which will assist people suffering from cancer and cannot afford to have chemotherapy. So the ladies and gentlemen were having a photo shoot before they head for their dinner, but there's one particular gentleman who said the biggest lie ever. Let me know what you think of this, guys. Maybe I'm the one who thinks it's a lie and maybe it's not a lie. What do you think of this?
One thing I will say is that Southern African men do not lie. Southern African men do not lie.
Well, I am of the different opinion, guys. What is your take on that? Southern African men do not lie. So guys, it's now time for dinner. So this is what was served.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the driving force behind this event, a visionary, a leader, and embodiment of excellence. Please join me in giving her a round of warm applause as she takes the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Shine Ndebele.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a lovely time. I won't say much at this point, but I just want to talk briefly about my book. I know there are authors in the house whom I respect so much. And being a new author, you know, oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say. But anyway, this book, How to Build a Successful Business, is a step-by-step guide for all those who are entrepreneurs. If you are thinking about starting a business, this is a tool that you need to have. I actually wrote this book looking at my journey as an entrepreneur. The things that I've gone through, the things that I've encountered, the challenges that I've faced. If you are looking into starting a business in the UK, either be it even back home in Zimbabwe or wherever you come from, there are certain legal aspects that you need to follow. So this book is mainly for those who are in the UK. I've had a lot of people coming to me asking, how have you done it? How did you go about it? And looking at the fact that we have been in the UK, I think this is our 3rd year with my husband, yeah. So with all the things that we have tried to grasp, this tool is tailored for each and everyone who wants to start a business in the UK. It's going to lead you step by step on how to register the company, the legal aspects that you need to follow, and maybe it will also help you on what to decide. You know, at times you get people coming to you and asking, can you please give me business ideas? I want to start a business, and I'll be like, business ideas, where do I even start? Because if you ought to start a business, you need to be driven by something that you love. It needs to be derived from the passion that you have. But I believe with what I have tried to, I know some people have actually bought my book. It doesn't contain too many pages, like maybe other authors. Maybe some might even find it funny, but I just believe that this is a very, very important tool. And one last thing that I will say, when I wrote this book, I actually lost my dad. My father passed away, it was in 2020. And it's so sad that he didn't get the opportunity to see whatever that is happening now. So I dedicated this book to my dad, and I also said with all the monies that I'm going to receive for this book, I'm not going to eat any cent out of it. It's going to be channeled towards the Good News Trust. So if you are to purchase this book even today, just know that you are contributing to a family that is somehow affected or infected or who has got someone suffering from cancer. So my book is available on Amazon as well, hard copies or even on Kindle. I've got hard copies as well today. Kindly feel free to purchase them. It's only £20. You can get a picture with me. What do they call it, authors? Signed by me, yes. I just wish that when we leave this room today, that table is going to be empty. Can you give me a round of applause if you are in the Thank you.
So it is official, guys. Shine has launched her book. If you are interested in opening your own business here in the UK, this book is going to benefit you a lot. And like I said earlier on, if you want to purchase it, it's on Amazon, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So guys, there were a lot of good speakers here, and I'll just share the highlights of some of the things which they shared with us. Shine is also going to share some information with us on how to open a business here in the UK. For now, let's hear what other speakers had to say.
I set a goal that when I come here, I want to set up my own business. I want to partner with other businesses. And I got the opportunity to be part of this Speakers Index. Why? Why not? Because there is no law against dreaming big, isn't it? Is there a law against dreaming big? No. There is no law against dreaming big. So you have to go ahead, dream big, and do big things. You know, I'm very much inspired by Shine, Good News for Life, Trust, and everything that they've achieved. Because they are dreaming big. There is no one who can stop you. The only limitation is yourself. Some of you here, most of you may be in business for yourself, or someone wants to set up their business with some things that they want to do. But the thing is, there is no law against dreaming big. The only thing that can stop you You have to set those goals and ace them. So, you may set a goal. Whatever it is that you want. You want to set up a business, you want to write a book, you want to start a care company, you want to start a podcast, a blog, whatever it is that you want to do. But without commitment, that goal will be just a dream. Without commitment, it will be just a waste of time. So you have to commit. So when it comes to your dreams, you have got to give it all. As I mentioned earlier, that the society will ostracize you into believing that you are nobody, into thinking that you are not enough. But that is a lie. You are somebody. You matter. You are also a star. And Les Brown says you have got to shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land amongst the stars.
Profound words, guys. If you have a dream, the only person standing between you and your dreams is yourself. You push, guys. Hard work and determination is what gets a man or a woman what he wants. So if you have your dream, shoot the shot, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss the moon, you will always land in the stars. All you need to do is to believe in yourself, be committed, and take action. So for now, we are going to listen to Shine as she tells us how to start a business in UK.
I'm going to present on starting a business in the UK. I know some might have been wondering why I didn't unpack it all when I was presenting my book. The main part of that book was the sales. Sales. Yes. Money, money, money. All right. Okay, so my presentation is about starting a business in the UK. You might be wondering what kind of a business do you want to start. I'll just give a brief background of what Good News for Life Limited UK is doing. So we are an approved NHS international recruiter. We recruit for the NHS private care homes as well. We also do consultancy services for those who want to register their companies with CQC, domiciliary care services, and also in IELTS coach. For those who want to write their international English language testing system, you can refer them to Good News for Life Limited. These are some of the pictures that I've put as part of my presentation. A life of an entrepreneur. These are part of what Good News for Life Limited is doing. We might be based here in the United Kingdom, but we do have other projects which are going on back home in Zimbabwe. So there is M&S Driving School, Mkondisi and Shine, which was named after my husband and my name as well. We have got a healthcare training institute, whereby we train healthcarers. We do provide concierge nursing services. If you know someone who has got a relative who is not feeling well, people who don't want to be in the hospital, people who want to attain these services within the comfort of their homes, this is part of what we do. Right, back to UK. Understanding the UK business landscape. If you want to start a business in the UK, you need to understand the business landscape. The UK boasts a thriving business ecosystem with a strong economy and a supportive regulatory framework. There are so many factors or sectors which one can actually venture into. It might be finance. We heard our brother talking about finance from diaspora insurance. It might be technology, creative industries, and healthcare. All these sectors, they offer numerous opportunities for entrepreneurs. So if you want to start a business, you need to identify the market demand. What is it that you want to offer? What is it that will make your business to stand out? If I am to say today, what is it that will make you choose Good News for Life Limited over another existing healthcare company? Because there is already competition and potential customers for your business idea. We are entering into a competitive industry. Whatever business idea that you might have, but as much as you identify your competitors or the market demand, then you are ready to go. There are some legal and regulatory considerations that one has to consider. You need to choose the appropriate legal structure for your business, such as a sole trader partnership, limited liability, or limited company. I won't go into detail about these different structures. Those who have my book, they are elaborated in detail. So you need to register your company with Companies House and obtain a unique company name. When it comes to choosing names of your business, you need to choose a name that is going to sell you out. When we named our companies Good News for Life, we wanted to bring good news to those people who were actually battling with cancer. We wanted to bring hope to those families who had actually seen their loved ones dying of cancer or fighting against the cancer. When we say M&S, we named these companies after my husband and myself because we wanted to leave a legacy even if we are gone. Something that our children will be able to look at back and say, okay, this company was named after my father, this company was named after my mom. But when it comes to choosing your business, you really need to think hard. Some business names that I've come across with, they actually resonate with other companies. You don't want to have a business name which someone can actually mistake for another company. Like if someone maybe is looking for, I'll just give an example. Let's say the name is Shine Private Limited Company, and Shine is specializing on hair products. And then there is another company as well which is called maybe Chanel's, something like that. So you really need to look into those things when you are choosing your business name. Those targets and goals, you will have to go back and look at the objectives of the business. Why am I starting this business? You need to validate your whys at the end of the day. So a business plan will also have a summary of the market, your competitor analysis, sales and marketing information, management and operations, financial assumptions and forecasts, and the SWOT analysis as well. This is your ladder to success. Explore various financing options, including personal savings, bank loans, venture capital, crowdfunding, or government grants. There are so many grants, especially here in the UK, if you want to start a business. You might not be having money today, but if you go into government side, there are so many grants which are actually accessible, which you can actually capitalize when you are starting your business. You also need to seek professional advice from accountants, financial advisors, or business mentors to ensure your financial planning is robust. Intellectual property protection. Safeguard your business ideas, inventions, or brand identity by registering trademarks, patents, or copyrights. You need to conduct thorough research that your intellectual property does not infringe upon existing rights. Find the right location. For those who want to start maybe a domiciliary care, as long as you are going to be CQC regulated, you need to find an appropriate location, because randomly they might do spot checks and then you'll be found wanting. So consider the location and also look at your target markets. Are you going to be having clients? How about the suppliers and transportation links? All these things, they come into consideration. Evaluate the availability and cost of commercial properties or shared workspaces. Research local business rates. I've had people coming to me asking, how do you charge your clients? Why are you charging those particular rates? We are from different locations. What happens in Eastbourne, it might be different with what is happening in Birmingham. So research within the location where you stay or where you're going to be operating your business from. Look at other companies, how they are charging their rates. Compare, because at the end of the day, you need to calculate your costs. You can't just charge a customer based on what Good News for Life Limited is doing. Because at the end of the day, there is rentals, there are people that need to be paid, there is electricity, things like that. So all these things, they come into effect as well. Then hiring and employment. You need to understand your responsibilities as an employer, including employment contracts. UK is totally different from back home. Because back home, you can't just hire someone without even a contract. But here in the United Kingdom, it operates actually different. You need to set minimum wage requirements and workplace pensions as well. Familiarize yourself with discrimination laws, health and safety regulations, and employee rights, and also consider outsourcing certain tasks or hiring freelancers to minimize costs. Marketing and branding, I think I've touched this. Checklist, are you ready? Are you ready to start your business? Those who want to start businesses, are you ready? Are you ready to start your business? Yes. And the time to start is now. When you are saying, I am ready, what is it exactly that you are going to venture into? If you are looking at going into healthcare related businesses, do you have any experience in care? What are your expertise? What is it that you're going to offer? Are you clear about any existing restrictions, contractual obligations that may prevent you in starting your own business? Avoid setting unrealistic goals. Give your business time to grow. Cash flow planning, how much you will need and how it will be spent. And finally, I would say, if you want more information and need help, you can book an appointment for consultation with us. Thank you.
So there you have it, guys. You have been given free information on how you can start your own business in the United Kingdom. And if you are interested in starting a business, the time to start your business is now. They always say procrastination is the thief of time. So do not procrastinate. Take action now. You might say you don't have funds, you don't have money, you don't have anything. Here is someone who really motivated me the most, who actually said they started from nothing, but now they've got a booming business, guys. Mr. Tamu Kumalo is going to be telling us about his supported living business. And guys, if this gentleman doesn't inspire you, nothing will. I was really inspired.
I am in supported accommodation. That's what I do. When I started, I was a support worker, so I was in the industry already. That was we've been here 21 years. We've been here for some time. But we started this business with my wife in 2016. Two businesses that we started. We're in partnership with others. I wouldn't recommend partnering if you can afford doing it yourself. That's one advice that I would give to you. You rather struggle on your own if you can, but sometimes it is necessary if you don't have the finances. Like when we started, we needed partners so that we can build our business. But our partners, thank God, they are good people, and we have done well. But it is challenging, even if they are good people. It's the level of supporting each other in the business. You end up maybe putting 80% and then 20%, but when it comes to profit, it's 50-50. So the best thing when you are starting this, if you can, do it by yourself. That is my advice. We started in 2016, so we have been in operation for 7 years. Started with one house, 3-bedroom house. It was a challenge because you have to find a place. You don't have any young person in there. You are paying rent, and if you get staff, which means you have to pay the staff. So I think there is a gentleman who spoke about being committed. You have to be committed. You cannot be, when you're going into this half-hearted. My wife had to leave the work that she was doing to just concentrate on this side of our business, which means she was doing 24/7 every day and without enough pay, because I couldn't afford to put someone there to do the work. So just think about that as well. You have to commit. And if it's your business, remember, you don't have time to say, oh, I'm doing 9 to 5, I'm going home. Anytime you are supposed to be available. So that's another commitment. You are a beacon in the analogy there. You are the peak. So you have to commit everything. It's your life. So what drove us really to start? When we started, the family was growing. So when you are working for someone, you start thinking about, I need to feed my family. One day I asked for a pay rise. When I saw my friend's company growing up, I said, can I have just a little bit? My boss said, you are not even qualified to ask for a raise. I was driving, I shook, and then I stopped my car, and then I reflected. And from there on, I said, no, this is not right. I have to do something for myself. And when we are doing, when you are in the field, it is easy to know what to do, but it's still a challenge. I started from zero. So if anyone here wants to know where to start from zero, I'm the right person to ask. Seriously, from nothing, from support, I did support work. That was all that I knew. So when I started, trying to find out, I did it the hard way. And I committed myself to say I will never allow any of my fellow Zimbabweans go the same route that I went through. I don't know how many people I've helped so far, until someone said, well, you should actually do consultancy. This thing of you just offering for free is not good for other people. Yeah, but because I was so hurt when I started, I said, you know what, whoever comes for help, I'm ready to what? But consultation, it takes time, sense. It's a lot of work. Because even if I tell you what to do now, tomorrow you're going to ask again. Because there is a lot that you need to know. So even if I tell you everything today for 2 hours sitting down with you, 3 days time you're going to call me again. So what am I supposed to do here? So this idea of consulting is quite a good idea, and we do take people now who want advice seriously. We do more than some who charge quite a lot. I will go through the paperwork, through the policies. We even go and see your place to see whether it's going to pass the inspection. At the moment, when we started, it was unregulated services. So it was easy to register, find a place, and any social service will come and inspect your house, and then if they are happy with you, that's it. But now there is no unregulated accommodation anymore. Every unregulated is supposed to be off-state registered now. So we are going through the process now of registering. It was the end of unregulated was 28th of October. Everything stopped. So before that, if you are not registered, you cannot do business of supported accommodation. It has to be regulated, and it's a challenge. We've gone through the process because we've got 2 companies. uh, different partnerships. So I'm the director of the other company, while my wife is the director of another company. So one has gone through the process of state. The other one, I'm still waiting to be interviewed. But you know, I'm on both sides, so I know what is happening there, and I expect it to run smoothly on my side. But as the speakers have said, you have to be committed in what you want to do. If you are not in the healthcare industry, it is going to be a challenge for you to deal with supported accommodation. You need to be in the field. I had a friend of mine who's a driver. He says to me, "Oh, I see you are doing this. Can you help me?" I said, "What is it that you know?" That said, "No, you have to start with me from zero." I said, "That doesn't work. You know, even if I want to help you, just like me going to a mechanic, say, well, I've never really done anything to the engine. Help me to fix this car." You need to know something about what you are doing, and resources are there for us to help you. But get into the field on what you want to do, and we can work it from there. You can't say from scratch. There's no one who can help you from zero. You have to bring something for you to be able to succeed. But yes, we are still there. 7 years, still going strong. We started with one. At the moment, we've got 14 places that we are around West Midlands. So we are covering all of West Midlands. So from Stoke, Warsaw, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, Kidderminster. So we are covering all those areas. Yes, so it is a challenge. And one thing when you open in the places that it is easy for you to access, because when you are managing these places, it is not easy when you have a call and we are here and the call is in Derby and we are supposed to be there to attend. So think of the complexities of doing that. We did have that situation that, you know, the council was there 6 a.m. and it was an emergency. My wife had to drive. We had a place around Derby there. We had to drive around 5 and around 6 just to get to the place. So think of those things. Are you able to manage? Anyway, with offstate registration, those questions will always come up. How are you going to manage the places if they are that separate? But we've been doing well, and we are praying that will continue to grow. Yeah, from 14 maybe to cover the whole of England as well. That's our desire. Like what my brother is saying to me, we are thinking high. You know, we are trying to break the barriers of West Midlands to go further. If anyone has got any questions, you know, we are there to help. I think sometimes I give too much time on people without them. I need some financial benefits when you think about that.
Isn't that an amazing story, guys? It simply shows that where there's a will, there's a way. They started from nothing and now they own 14 homes, guys. 14, and they are still going strong, guys. So it is possible. If others can do it, so can you. There is very little of me in this video, guys, because I'm the one who did video and photography. And talking of businesses, why should I not start a business on video and photography? Huh? So if you have an event that you want to invite me to, do invite me. I'll come and do the videos and do the photos as well. at a godly fee. So guys, here are the closing remarks from Shine, and thank you for watching this video.
Before we do the closing prayer, I would just like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors, Cherry Blossom, who will see my auntie. Yeah, she's one of our sponsors tonight. Thank you so much. Diaspora Insurance, thank you so much. And can you give a round of applause to yourself as well? Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time to come and join us as we fundraise for Good News for Life Trust. Thank you so much. So I'll just, maybe this event, I just forgot our ambassador. Oh my goodness, I was going to be not soup. She's one of our sponsors as well for this event. A round of applause to her. Thank you so much. So I'm just gonna give a short closing prayer, and then afterwards we can dance, we can network. Make sure that as you leave that door, you've got at least about 5 contacts. New people, let's network, let's mingle, let's collaborate.